interest with secured investment on your wealth. Compound interest with the secured investment on your wealth. It is very important to know that you can get wealth very, very fast through compounding your money or compounding your wealth. How do you do it? If you have entered on job, or if you have gotten your job on your 20s, on your 30s, this is the high chance of getting high income skills. What is the skills? For example, if you get 30,000 per month, you save 10,000 per month. You get that 1,000 on your 20s, on your 30s, save 10,000 per month, and keep on your saving. That is maybe 10% of what you get, 10% of income savings. Yes, that is the best. When you get your 10% income, you save it on your bank account. Yes, when you save it, that is the first thing to get a wealth, so that you get the wealth. You have a savings on your bank account. Now you have to save so that you invest. Yes, when you save money, maybe 10% of what you get on your income, save 10% so that you invest. How do you invest? We are here after saving. How do you invest? Maybe, for example, long-term investment. What are long-term investment? For example, long-term, it is something compounding now, then tomorrow, maybe on 10 years to come, 20 years to come. That is long-term investment. Maybe, for example, of number one, buying of shares. Yes, how do you invest on buying of shares? What are shares? You get shares, you buy shares from a company. That is owning that company with a certain percentage. Then you'll be getting interest from it, or dividend. Yes, buying of shares. This is long term. Yes, you can, for example, you buy a Equity Bank shares. For example, you get 200 shares, maybe 20,000 once. How do they compound? When you get 20,000 shares from Equity Bank, then when the shares start being compounding, for example, maybe the first year you have 20,000, but you have bought shares of 20,000. After maybe 5 years, they give you a bonus, maybe multiply by 2. That is 400. After you get 400 shares, you see it is compounding with the years. After 10 years, you have 800. After 15 years, you have maybe 20. You maybe have that 3 times of what you initial shares. They keep compounding, increasing. Maybe you bought by 10, let us say maybe 40 bob for initial buying of shares. Then in future, maybe you have, as it compounds with the years, then you have, for example, you have maybe 3,000 shares now after many years. Then that time you are selling your shares, one shares maybe 100 bob. That is the compounding after years. So maybe, for example, you buy for 5 companies and be consistent on saving on these companies. For example, East Africa's Brewery, Equity Bank, Standard Chartered. You buy, for example, 10,000. So after many years, then you left it and they forget, and maybe you buy 50,000, or you put 10,000 this month, next month, yes, like that. For example, for 5 years or 10 years. Many years to come, you will have a lot of money, counting. A lot of money flowing on your bank account. A lot of money flowing, yes, with time. You start after maybe 10 years to come from now, you'll be start counting your blessing by compounding. Money will be starting flowing from per month, per month, per month. Yes, you have a lot of money and you don't know how you did it. That is wise and having wisdom, because saving per month without investment is nothing. You have to invest on what you get, so that in the future you have a lot of money flowing on your bank account. You will be counting every month, another month, yes, like that, like that. Yes, it is very important to know that. Buying of shares like Warren Buffett. Yes, Warren Buffett is one of the biggest billionaire in America. Yes, in the house of Yamaha. Yes, he is Warren Buffett is one of the richest guy with the shares. He keeps selecting the best shares, which is maybe in Nairobi, maybe from Nairobi Stock of Exchange, or from a company which sells shares, which maybe grow in the future or have big investment. It is very important to know that. Yes. On my channel, I'm Triza. Please subscribe and share my videos so that you learn more about financial growth and wealth growth on my channel. Yes, I will be thankful. Yes. Compounding interest is about having a circle savings. Having a circle savings will help you have shares on that circle. Maybe in a company you have a circle. Then those savings you have shares of that circle or of that company. Yes, these savings will help you have, is like shares. Then by the end of every year you have dividend. Yes, the more you have savings, the more dividends. Maybe for example, this is the initial year, you have 10,000. Then you continue savings, you get maybe for example 2,000 dividend. The next year you have 20,000. So the dividend will increase, so it will have 4,000. So the more you have savings, the more you have dividend. More dividend. Yes, so it is another thing of compounding your wealth. It keeps growing. And this is the best thing. Having a circle, it is another chance. You can get loans, you are a shareholder, and the thing you can get dividend at the same time. It is very important to know that. Welcome.